like a new, a new player.
Okay. I'll kind of call you a 1-year student since you said you've been
Yeah.
a lot on and off. Who's your main?
Falco.
Okay. And then, who were the guests for Rubicon 9?
Was that? I think that was Moon and DJ Nintendo.
Oh, that was a small one. That was a small tournament.
Yeah. Yeah.
What'd you think? It was a good tournament?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was my first one. So that was at I think it was at the Marriott down off
Mm-hmm.
Michigan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to that. I went to Smash and Splash 2,
Nice.
Eden, so a few.
Okay. So you've been to a couple of our tournaments and then Smash Splash. Did you go to Kings of the North?
No, I've never been to Kings of the North.
Okay. No worries. I messaged you the...
Got it. Okay.
Cool. Our connection is great. So you'd say you're more of a beginner level of Falco?
Yes.
Today, if I were to play a matchup for you, what character should it be?
Let's say Fox. Fox or Martha, actually. Yeah, either one.
Okay. Why don't we play a quick friendly and I kind of see where we're at.
Okay. Cool.
Ready? Go!
One moment.
All right.
Perfect. All right. Oops. Oh, you almost got that.
Yeah.
Nice. So who do you practice with?
Just myself, really. I've done net play a few times, but I'm gonna try and go to some of the some locals if I can. But with a full work schedule, it gets hard sometimes.
I got you. So you haven't been to a tournament in a while.
No, probably last one was probably one of the new foes up here.
Oh dang, it's been a little bit.
Yeah, it has been.
There is a Chicago Arcadian coming up soon.
Yeah, I saw that. Where is that? Is that at USC?
It'll be at,
sorry, UFC?
Yep, it'll be at University of Chicago. So
Okay, cool.
that might be a good one for you to go to. So right now, it kind of just seems like you need a little bit more experience with people, right? There are a couple times where your DI is a little poor, and that comes with time.
Okay.
Do you know basic DI theory? Do you want me to go over it? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically when you're hit, DI out, to get out of combos, DI in to survive, and basically it's going to be like a perpendicular sort of, so if you're hit to the side, you want to DI up.
Exactly, right? So like when I up smash you, you know which way to DI, correct?
It would be like left,
Mm-hmm.
most likely.
Mostly just left, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So for the most part, you want to make sure that not only you're aware of gaps in your play, right? So like potential areas where you can get hit, right? Those are good cues for when you want to brace yourself for DI, right? So like if you laser too close,
right.
and it takes a little experience to know what is too close, or like sense the danger before it happens. But try to piece those things together more as you play, right? Like the mistakes that you make or the times that you enter combat and get hit, you'll sense the danger a little bit better each time, right? And
Sure.
when you get that feeling, make sure you're DIing better, right?
Okay.
So here's a trick. During your move, you're allowed to DI with the control stick a different way. Okay? So, for instance, here's just one example. When I up smash, I can hold up, right? So if I up smash and now you forward smash me, right? Go ahead and forward smash me. I'm already holding up, right?
Oh, okay.
Because
So
yes.
it's like when you plan to do a move, you're already holding it the other way while you're still in the animation.
Yeah, so it's just up to you to like understand frame data, right? So like for you kind of do this up tilt thing, right?
Okay.
And you're already holding up, right? So you'll notice like it has different DI properties, right? When I hit you,
Right.
right? So
Okay.
like when you up tilt and then you get comboed, you need to shift to away very quickly, just in case it's like this move, right?
Right. Okay.
Right. So there's a lot of DI manipulation, especially on your own end, right? Depending on like how you're holding it.
Sure. And are there good ways to practice that? I mean, I've seen like using the remote bombs on Hyrule Temple and stuff like that, but is there a good way to really practice DI? I mean, would it be worthwhile to do like a 20xx bot and just let it kind of hit me and then just DI in different ways, or?
The 20xx bot doesn't have a solid combo game, so really
Okay.
the best way, and it's frustrating to hear this, right, to build your DI is through real gameplay, right?
Okay.
You just have to be open to changing your DI upon every hit, right? So like each time you get comboed, there's only so many ways your friends or the tournament goers are going to combo you, right? So it's
Right.
really up to you to manipulate and explore DI with your control stick, right? You can use all 360 degrees of
Right.
DI. Now, on your end, since you said you practice a lot on your own, I have to ask you a question, which is how much YouTube are you watching?
Not too much YouTube. I've watched like the series, what's it called, the Smash lessons, or the ones that Kira made.
Okay.
And then I've seen some of like the Micro Melee, and then some like Falco videos, but that's about it.
All right, cool. You can go on my channel to look up some lessons I've done with other students as well in
Okay.
that same type of category. But more importantly, you want to be watching Falco, right? Since he's your main.
Okay.
You want to see kind of what Falco looks like during his high level gameplay, right?
Right.
And you're already kind of imitating it in a very beginner type of way, right? You're
Right.
doing the aerials you've seen, but maybe not in the right place, correct?
Okay.
So make sure when you are in this part of your journey, right, towards improvement in play, that however much you're practicing by yourself, and I'll give you practice routines for this lesson, right? That you don't need anyone. You can do it by yourself. But
Okay.
for every hour you play, like you're physically touching the game, I want you to watch 2 hours of YouTube, and it's tough to swallow at this point.
Okay.
But it should go by pretty quickly, and 1 hour of tech skill is actually quite a long time, right?
Right.
So get in the habit of looking up Falco, looking up his matchups, and taking a really good look at the gameplay, right? If you want to focus on one thing per day, you can do like just combos today, right? And when you watch a combo, replay it, and you can replay it in slow motion on YouTube, right?
Right.
And take a lot of care in noticing, because you're watching the game, right? This nair that I just
Right.
did to you
Yeah.
is not the same as this nair I just did to you,
Okay.
right? And it takes slow motion to understand why.
Right.
Right? One was fast followed and one was not,
Oh, okay.
right? And
Yeah.
and to the beginner eye, it looks the same,
Right.
right? And until you are able to differentiate this quickly, even some pro players, will pass it up, right? So as you're learning right now, slow down the game and repeat it many times, right? Visually.
Okay.
Make sure you watch Falcos of all different areas, not just West Coast, East Coast, whatever. And then, like as I said, just make sure to focus on it very deliberately while you're watching. It's easy to fall into a loop of just enjoying it, right? Which is fine. You will get better by just watching Falco move around more, right? Like you'll get a sense of like where they are, right? But also take time in YouTube to press pause, rewind, or play it in slow motion, right?
Okay.
A good thing to do with pausing is, you know, you look at the timer. It's 1:40, right? And you kind of like look at the game state, right?
Right.
And then now it's 1:40. Now, right? 2 seconds have elapsed. Right. You know, what is the game state, right? So there's a lot of ways to manipulate YouTube to your advantage to help your learning.
Right. Okay.
Ready? Go!
Why don't we play another quick stock or two?
Okay.
Nice coverage. Nice.
All right.
So you notice for this stock, I kind of just camped on one side, right? And I just full jumped a lot. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? How does this always happen?
All right. I think the call audio dropped.
Sorry about that. All right.
Yeah, no worries.
So, so you notice on this side, I just did full hops, right?
Yeah.
And kind of camped this side, right? What I kind of wanted to do is change the pace of the match and ask you to do one thing, right? Which is approach me here. And,
Okay.
I noticed that you use lasers a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why don't you just try again? Why don't you take another stock at this, right? I'll
Okay.
just basically jump here, and it's up to you to approach. Alright, I'm noticing a good thing right now, which is you started like not attacking from here, but closer, right?
Right.
You notice that when you came as far as you came from, you gave me enough time to kind of react to your approach,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So one of the fundamental lessons of Melee is that you're allowed to move before you choose to attack again, right?
Right.
So there are a couple times where you chose to attack from this amount of distance,
Mm-hmm.
and you notice I had time to react to it, right?
Right.
So you started moving closer and you started shielding, right? Which is kind of your instinctual way of getting closer without getting hit, right? So you're actually onto something, right? The spacing, right? You're getting to a closer spot to right outside of where I can do my move, right?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
make sure that you don't do dashes like this, because you're not exactly moving too far away from me.
Right.
You want to do
Okay.
slower dash dances. Yeah. And you can do them more left and right. Right now, you're kind of holding your position. Right? So
okay.
the example being...
Right. Okay.
Can you show me that?
One sec. Let me.
Right? And
I
then
think I
do it
just
the
gotta-
other way.
Yeah. Just working on the timing.
Right? So this skill will help you with your dash dancing, because right now your dash dancing is too stationary. Right? The key to this... Hold up, step. The key to this is that you don't swing left to right at the same amount of speed.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You want to swing in one direction twice as fast as the other.
Okay. Yeah, I hear your like control stick.
Right? Yeah.
Let's see.
So there's sometimes I think you're going too fast. Go a little bit slower.
Okay.
Let me do it with Falco with you.
Survival. Falco. Ready? Go.
So you're still doing it a little too fast.
Yeah. Okay.
You want to do it in accordance to with this, right? You want to like literally look at him. So let's do it one step at a time. One step at a time.
Okay.
Right? So full length left. All right? Now we're going to do a half length back into full length forward. Right? So that's the motion, right? Full length forward, half back, full forward.
Okay. That makes sense.
Right? And you don't have to do it too fast. Like the speed at which you're turning right now from left to right, like the stick doesn't have to go from the very left to the very right in one frame.
Okay.
Right? You have many frames. I would say up to maybe even 6. Maybe more than 6. Right? So the reason you were getting jammed up earlier is because you were moving faster than Falco was actually facing the directions.
Okay.
Right? So dash dance a lot slower, right? And pay attention to how and where you're going.
I see what you mean.
It's a little too fast.
Just, yeah.
That's better.
Okay.
So another thing to help you with this timing, right, is this. Dash, dash.
Oh, yeah, so you can see where it ends.
Yeah, and you're allowed to dash literally any time in between this and this, right? Like, so you really don't have to go that fast.
Okay, yeah, that helps a lot, actually.
And now, are you understanding why you're getting jammed up earlier?
Yep. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess I didn't realize that this animation here
It can be
was
canceled.
my window to move.
Yeah, you can just cancel that into a different dash.
Okay, cool. So it kind of feels like learning to wave dash for the first time, where you don't. It's just like getting that window to hit the button.
Yeah, and
Okay.
you kind of just skipped it in favor of this, right? And
Right,
I want to
okay.
let you know that this ultimately only holds this amount of space, right?
Right. Okay.
The purpose of a dash dance, and I want you to stop moving for a quick second.
Yep.
Do you remember how I was like doing this to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of got a little bit closer, and we're trying to figure out a way in, right? What you're inching on towards is like the neutral spacing of the game, right? Where you're just outside of what I'm about to do to hit you, right?
Right.
So like for Falco, it's a little bit wider, right? Right. So what you want to do with your dash dance is not occupy one spot.
Okay.
You want to like make it look like you're in threat of their spot, but you're not.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Right. That's why people do big movements with this dash dance. Right. And you want to vary your timings, because if I'm always here, left and right, I'm still effectively only in this amount of space, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when I mask how far in and out I'm going, and mix in things like this, right? It's actually very hard to tell
Okay.
how far away I am from you.
Right.
Survival.
Sometimes we're like hitting these lag spikes.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Is that any? I turned off my antivirus and everything, so.
We should be fine.
Okay.
All right. Why don't we play a quick stock?
Okay. Cool.
Oh.
Ah.
Okay. We're back. You can land on stage with this back here. You want to show me it on this side?
Oh, and yeah, like down, like that.
Yeah. And then there's also another version, right? You're doing the one where you're doing it on the way up, right? I want you to do the back air on the way down this time. You can do it a little bit later.
Okay.
Yeah, like that. Right? So there's two versions. There's the rising version,
Okay.
and then the late version. Show me the late version one more time. Yeah.
But you want? Does that hitbox cover
Well,
if it's near the?
it does different things, right? The rising
Okay.
one is more off stage, but then you want to land on stage when you do rising. Right?
Okay,
And-
you don't want to be down here.
and you don't
Yeah.
want to be there, right? Because the risk reward is very bad.
Okay.
Right? Should I have gone high? You're off stage now, right? So show me the rising version. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
use the C
okay.
stick is the easiest way to do. And then show me one more version of the rising, which is the bear starts below the ledge and rises onto stage. Yeah.
Okay, that's a cool one.
Right. So this back air will cover the edge. Make sure you're initiated before you. There you go. Right. So now you're learning a couple different versions of it, that all kind of serve a slightly different purpose, right?
Right. Okay.
All right. Keep trying on this stock.
Okay.
Nice. Take your time with this approach.
Okay.
because you keep kind of running into it.
Yeah, I feel like that's what I find myself doing is just going on autopilot and just rushing in. Okay.
I mean, yeah, we're working on this exercise for a reason, right? So, things that you're doing that's better than when we first started this lesson, right? Slow down. Right? Why don't you tell me from your side what's we started this kind of exercise with me just full hopping about 5 minutes ago, okay?
Right.
And you're doing better, but in your words, how are you doing better?
I would say I understand now that by you full hopping that isn't an opportunity for me to get in. It's more of like I'm recognizing that you're still looking for the hit, so that it's not just when they're in a move I'm running in and trying to do whatever move I throw out. It's more like I know that you're looking for something, and so instead of running in, I can I'm gonna shield, or I'm gonna try and catch you in your full hop, or I'm gonna not attack and try and bait out something. It's just that I have more options than just like running in and trying to throw out an attack.
Yeah, I got you. So you're using your plans basically a little bit better, right?
Right.
And one of your plans involves getting closer, right? I mentioned this before, that before you're trying to attack from this far, and it was a little too far, right? There are a couple times, you try to scoop back in and up tilt me, right? You try to anti-air this with up tilt, right? You're also gonna just realize that coming in and standing still against me is gonna be pretty difficult to win, right? Because I can drift, right? Or I can use jump, double jump, right?
Okay.
So you're catching on to the fact that this alone is not this cue to hit me, right? Fox is very good, so he has options, right?
Right.
What you want to do is focus on some of the approaches that you're weak on. What we should do, right? Because right now you kind of just laser and jump at me, right?
Okay.
You want to work on this nair approach and this down air approach, right? You're not very good at just doing that, first of all, right? So go ahead and down air me, right? And then get that down air shine into more stuff.
Okay. Okay.
So right now you're having a little bit of trouble of wave dashing out of this shine. Right? So let's build you up some confidence on that. Let's just work on that wave dash out of shine into another downer.
Okay.
Right, and you want to keep up that shine pressure. So at this percent, I cannot be downer shine like that.
Okay.
I'm gonna get knocked over like this. Right.
Okay.
So at this percent, when you down air me, I want you to expect me to kind of like bounce like this into a tuck chase. Right?
Okay.
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna down air me, and then anticipate me going out. Okay. So it's gonna be maybe a down air into a nair, maybe a down air into another down air. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, don't let up.
Oh, sorry.
Right, because if you choose to do the throw, I want you to understand what that looks like, right? Not just get that, right? Because I asked you to do another aerial, and you might have gotten more off that, right? Alright, so hold up.
Okay. Yep.
When you down aired, why did you do back air?
I think that might have just been a missed input.
Okay. Can you, without hitting me, show me down air into forward smash?
Okay.
Nope. Do you know why it's nope?
Because I didn't move in between the two, or?
Yeah, because when you hit me here, right?
Yeah, you were at the ledge, basically.
Yeah. Right, so try to shadow box it out. Yep.
Okay, do I have to use the A button?
I recommend you do run to hold down to C stick.
Oh, okay.
Did you not
I
know
didn't know
about?
you could do that.
You didn't know about crouch out of run?
No.
Yep. So let me teach you this real quick, which is you know that dash is not the same as run, correct?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So after dash elapses and turns into run, you're allowed to crouch. Right? And from crouch, you're allowed to do any of your moves.
Right. Okay. So that's how Marth does the running and then down tilts.
Same with
Okay.
running F smash.
Okay. Wow. Okay. That's cool. Awesome.
Go ahead and down air me. Oh, I'm too high percent.
Oh yeah. Gotta think about it first. All right.
No, hold on.
I gotta get ready.
No, hold on. Do you know why I bounced the way I bounced?
Did you DI down and to the left or?
No, it was because of you.
Oh, I was past you when I hit you?
Exactly. You didn't reverse down air.
Okay.
Right. I just want to let you know that they have different properties.
Right. Okay. Oops. Okay.
It's the same concept, right?
Yep.
So go ahead and down air me.
Oh, doing the shine. Okay. Oh, so you're buffering shield, so I have to hit it right on there.
And I'm also DIing far away, so that you have to test yourself on getting
Okay.
this next hit, right? So.
Ah, I see.
There you go. Right? And so, I keep checking out, and that's not going to happen every time, right? But I want
Right.
you to, when you do know something's going to happen, to punish it harder.
Okay.
Right.
That makes sense.
For instance, so if you down air me here, and I were to bounce here, you, as Falco, could do this into this.
Yeah.
Right? And then you keep pushing me out to the edge, and then you finally do F smash.
Okay.
Right?
Let's see. Yeah, I think I just need to build up the muscle memory. Okay, so at this it's like 50. I can't get that anymore. Oh, okay.
Well, you can. It's just it sends me at such a fast pace, with the shine that it's hard to get that follow up on shine, right? So Falco's
Right.
at that percent will either let you tech and do a tech chase or do up tilt,
Okay.
right? Because you are still doing down air shine past like 30 or 40, and usually up tilt is a better connector.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, I see you. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so let's do...
So here's
Yeah, I
one
think-
thing you can do. That down air up tilt won't work once I start teching, right? So
Okay.
I want you to think about down air, laser. I didn't tech that time, my bad. Yeah, that's
Okay.
good. That's good.
Oh, I should have done an aerial. Yeah.
Or grab, or you're getting the
Yeah.
picture though, right?
Yeah.
Like, because you know how the down air is about to operate, your combo tree looks different,
Right.
right? And at different percents. Right, and it all
Okay.
stems off the same down air. You're also doing this down air correctly, which some players don't fast fall, or I'll cancel it, right? But you're doing it fine.
Yeah. And should I be trying to do like well, I'm not going to throw too much at myself now, but a late hit down air?
Yes.
Just in case. Okay.
Yes. At this percent right now that Fox is at, it doesn't matter. You can do rising down airs at this percent.
Okay.
Right. So there you want to do that like laser.
Oh, laser. Okay. Yep, because you're going to get so far away from me, I'm not going to have time to run.
And there you even have time to like laser, or sorry, down air into like nair or
Nair.
something
Yeah.
else, right?
Okay.
There you go, right? So be aware of down air and learn to open up with that move, and from what distances, right? Because right now you're doing the late down air at the right spot, right? Your dash, sorry, let's wait for this. Right, there you go. Your dash short hops are actually quite good, right? You're actually quite good at this like little, yeah. A lot of Falcos mess up this little part, which is just perfect dash, fast fall, late down air, right? All these elements. One
Right.
thing you definitely could improve in though is the shine into wave dash, right? You're not
Right.
too good at that part, right? So you want to just practice it on CPUs as much as you can, right? The entire sequence.
Okay.
So right now, I think you're JCing a little too slow. Yeah, so as fast as you're jumping out is how fast you should shine out. Or wave dash out. Yeah, it's quite fast.
Yeah.
And then your jump, I think your jump cancel's also late.
Okay, and that's out of the shine or the
Like
or hitting the button or hitting L or R.
So one is your jump canceling a little slow out of the shine, right? Because there are a couple times, yeah, where that blink is very fast, and then the air dodge. Sorry, the air dodge is 1 frame late. That's what I mean.
Okay.
Right, you want to be as close to frame perfect on both of them, right? The jump out of the shine and then the air dodge out of the jump.
Okay.
Right. I think you're losing at least 2 frames on collectively those two.
Okay.
Right, so that your little hop, yeah, your air dodge out of wave dash. So your wave dash right now needs to be practiced.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so you want your scoots to be a little bit better. Let me switch to Falco.
Sir Michael, Falco. Ready, go!
Oh. Yeah, it's been a little bit. There we go.
Is his faster that you have
His is
to
slower.
hit the?
His is slower than Fox's. It's 1 frame slower.
Okay. Is it? So is Fox's jump squat? Is that 3 frames or?
Yeah, he's airborne on frame 4, and Falco's airborne on frame 5. So the best ones are when you don't see him leave the ground, right? And you leave the ground a lot when you wave dash.
Right.
So yeah, just understand
Yeah.
right now that you're still 1 frame late most of the time. That these are better.
Okay.
Yeah, these are much better.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can practice that.
So show me the shine wave dashes. There you go. Yep.
Let me get
Lag spike.
spiked a little bit.
There you go. Right. So and then the next key is also when you practice this shine, is to do the next action out of wave dash ASAP, right? Because there's a couple times where you wave dash out and then you're not doing something. It's because you're not practicing linking out of that, right? So you want to dash out of wave dash. Yeah, right.
Okay.
Oh, that spike is bad.
Okay, I see.
Right, and this is how you're gonna get your better follow-ups, right? Yeah.
Right.
Right. So being able to just chain together these movement techniques exactly, right? So once you learn to dash out of wave dash, you can open up all of your game plan, right?
You're right. Okay.
Right, and it's important that you do these things without losing frames on each one, right? Because literally from the start you can lose so many, right? The down air, the shine, the wave dash, the dash.
Yeah, I think I hit the wave dash and then my mind kind of is like, all right, I did it, and I'm not even thinking about what comes next.
Yeah.
Okay.
The next thing
I
that
can
should
do that.
the next thing that should happen is a very short list. It's like shine, dash, or jump.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Right? And you want to practice like you know, a dash into another shuffle, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Or just wave shine, wave shine, wave shine. Right? And so right now the start of your next wave shine is a little slower. It's a frame 1 move.
Right.
This spike kind of hurts your tech skill, but
Yeah, a little bit, but I understand what you're
the
saying.
concepts, yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Okay, that's something I could do.
Yeah, definitely make sure you're on frame 1 stuff. You have 20xx?
I do. Yes.
Okay, so there's actually a perfect thing for you, which is green, right? When you are green, that means you're not acting the first frame possible.
Yeah, I've got that turned on, and I was wondering if it's even possible to act right out of it. But yeah.
Some of these you won't see green frames, so like jumping out of shine late, right? Not J-Sing shine the first frame, that won't be green, but like not dashing out of wave dash, that'll be green. Right.
Yeah, that's the one I always see.
Right. So try to cut down on green. If you see one frame of green, that's okay. If you see more than one frame, that's not so okay. Right. So don't get too upset about one frame. 0 is ideal, but 1 is fine.
Right. Okay.
Right. So your dash is still slightly. Yeah. There you go. That's a little bit better. Right, so just make sure you get used to that wave dash lag, right? So you can also just practice it without the shine, which is wave dash dash, wave dash dash.
Right.
This is what I do with. You want to just be able to skate both ways. Right.
And that's just muscle memory and practice.
Yeah. Eventually, you'll these wave dashes, right? You want to do it step by step, though, right? Because, like I said with the dash dances, you want to understand every part of it. So your one is you don't want to learn the trick in exactly one way, right? Because the way you were showing me dash dances earlier was exactly one way.
Right.
Right?
Okay.
You want your wave dashes, your dashes, all this to be versatile, right? And they're not gonna be versatile unless you understand them, right? So like right now you're doing maximum wave dashes. These are great, right? You can also do wave dash down.
Right. Okay.
Right? Or the short wave dash. Short wave dash is not so important with Falco, right? But wave dash down, especially. There are a couple times where you're gonna shine wave dash down, and then shining backwards. So like you need to be able to wave dash backwards out of the shine.
Oh, okay.
Right. So right now you're turning before you're jumping. You want to jump and then press back.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, when you so like I'm asking you to do this, right?
Oh, sorry. Okay, I thought you meant like turn around. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Well, you should be able to control the difference between the two, right? And it's just a matter of understanding what you're doing, right? If you're turning before the shine or not, or right. And so right now the ones going backwards right now aren't as wide, or I guess maybe your wave dash length in general isn't always as wide. Right, and small things like left to right, maybe your wave dash right is better or something like that.
Right. Yeah.
These are all small mechanical things that some of my students will say they just turn on the TV or something and just practice it. I would say do it with understanding, right? You want to know why you're messing things up.
Right.
So yeah, right now, sometimes you're jumping without air dodging because you're probably air dodging too fast.
Right.
Right, so you just want to slow down one frame and make sure you understand what your fingers are doing. So when you make a mistake, you said, okay, I told myself to do it too fast. It's it has nothing to do with how bad you are or whatever, right? Just you're miscommunicating to your fingers the idea. So exactly right now these shines are looking very good, right? So the clearer the idea gets in your head, the better you're gonna push the buttons. And soon they'll just become muscle memory, right? Because you've understood it.
Okay. Cool.
Let's play a stock or two. Damn.
Yeah. I'm wondering what that is.
It was fine at the beginning.
Yeah.
Oops.
I could have shined there.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
We'll never know.
That's
Alright. Alright,
you-
want to should I restart it?
Yeah,
No, I'm
let's-
still in. Yeah.
just, yeah. Well, my thing crashed. That's so. That's so
Oh,
funny.
okay. My hold on, I gotta turn off net play completely.
Yeah, we have to restart Dolphin.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some quick. Let me write down some quick notes we went over. So, Falco versus Fox. We started with this friendly, and then I kind of started just full hopping at the corner against you. And one of the first things we talked about was planning your neutral.
Okay.
Right? And it involves just appreciating distance, right, and not attacking from too far.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So attacking from too far. We worked on your down air follow-ups, right, and how you deal with them with different percents, right, using up tilt after 40, tech chasing after like 60.
Mm-hmm.
What else did we talk about? We used a little bit.
Yeah, we did dash dancing
Oh, right.
techniques. Yeah.
Dash dancing,
And
Yeah,
controlling space.
wave
yeah.
dashing.
Oh,
yeah.
wave
Using these
dashing.
different techniques to help you control space better.
Yeah. Actions out of wave shine, like dashing right after a wave shine into like a shuffle or something.
Yeah. Acting ASAP out of dash / wave dash. Cool.
And then some different applications of back air on the ledge.
Yeah, we did talk about edge guarding just for a tiny bit.
Yeah.
All right, let me host again. Did you get the net play?
Yeah, I'm in right now.
Sweet, awesome. All right, so I was doing a little bit of Discord stuff. I added you into the improvement channel.
Okay.
If you ever want to question or leave a question during the week, you can do it in the Discord. Do you go to? What is the next tournament you're about to go to?
The next one I have signed up is Combo Breaker.
That's a while.
Yeah, so that's the next one like on my radar.
Okay. Definitely consider the Chicago Arcadian or the National Arcadian. Both are before
Okay.
Combo Breaker.
Cool. Yeah, and that's the no players on the top 100, right?
Yep, the National Arcadian is that one, and then the Chicago Arcadian is just no players PR in our region.
Okay.
This is better. Oh, I can't believe I beat you.
Okay. Oh wow.
You're handling this a little bit better. Okay, there you go. Establish some spacing. Remember, think about those nairs and dares. There you go. Nice. Good follow up on that dare.
There you go. Yeah. I probably wouldn't have even thought. I would have just landed it and not thought about it last time. But I like the idea of you're just literally trying to push him to the other side. To the edge.
Careful on your approaches, right? There are a couple times where you like laser onto me,
Okay.
right? And then I'm just kicking you because you land right beneath me with that laser, right?
Right. It's kind of like throwing a fireball in like Street Fighter when you're like right there.
Kind of. The lasers that are landing you the most success involve you kind of like, you know, being still at that range outside of the back air, right?
Right.
So,
Okay.
so don't necessarily throw your body with your laser, right? And it takes a little bit of discipline to, right? Because like, do this with me, right? So you stand
Yep.
here, and then do dash jump, right? Right? And the first time you actually did this, which is you like controlled your drift, right? And controlling your drift and shooting lasers is quite difficult.
Yeah.
Right? So you want to be aware of how difficult it is when you ask yourself to shoot the laser, right? Because there's sometimes you move to here and jump, right? And you kind of, you know, ask yourself to do a laser that's too difficult to control.
Okay.
Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
Like, the laser, you're more likely to land underneath me because you're more likely to do that full-length drift while you shoot a laser.
Yeah. Because I'm not thinking about my body. Yeah.
Right, and if you want to do that laser, you just have to control your drift a little bit more, right? Which takes a little bit of discipline and practice. Right, I'm sure you've never like really practiced how much drift on each of these forward lasers you do, right?
No.
And it matters, right? Now that you're like really thinking about this back air, right? Like, if you do a better, horizontal position, you're less likely to get punished,
Right.
right? But if you land right underneath me, I'm just gonna kick you.
Yeah. Right there. Yep. That was a little too close.
Nice. Nice. You see how this
Yeah.
is a big difference now?
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
You're controlling.
I feel like I have some control.
Exactly. Right, so you're not like just walking into my spot too easily.
Okay. So there, I should have had another aerial.
Alright. I like it, dude. You're controlling the distance of your Schwab laser a lot better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. And would you typically say to keep your eye on the other player's like character?
Exactly, right? So when you eventually get better and better at controlling Falco, you're gonna understand what Falco looks like regardless of looking at him.
Okay.
Because you control all the inputs on his side, right?
Right.
There'll be a couple times you need to reference yourself for edge guards, or sorry, recovery or teching or stuff like that.
Right.
But once you're familiar with your current game state, right? And remember, a lot of this is like understanding dash dance, understanding frame data. you'll get more comfortable with like just staring at the enemy and knowing what you're doing, right?
Right.
And same with that drift laser, right? Before you were not consciously looking at the distance between us or making sure that that jump laser was not too close, right?
Right.
And to do that, you kind of have to check your initial position when you jump, right? So you have to know where you are initially, and then you also have to know, where I am.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So our lesson is winding down. I want to give you a few practice modes. You said you have 20XX, that's correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to show you a training mode that doesn't require 20XX, and then I'll show you one that does, okay?
Okay.
So I want you to hit A. Go ahead and pick Falco.
Falco.
And pick any stage.
Fox. Falco.
Alright. Go ahead and set it to human. CP human.
Yeah.
And then do me a favor, spawn a motion sensor in mine. Right, yeah, alright.
Oops, sorry.
Why don't you just throw it at me? Alright. So the explosion range is quite large. Okay?
Yep.
I want you to shoot lasers at me, right? Drifting back and forth, right? Without hitting the mine.
Okay.
Right, so approaching lasers.
Oh, yeah.
Z.
Exactly. Okay. See what you mean.
So the mine is actually quite large. I'll show you. Watch me walk up to it.
Yeah.
Whoa, you did a glide toss. That's cool.
I've actually did not know that was a thing.
Yeah, it actually exists in Melee. Whatever. But you can do this also with just dash dancing.
Okay.
Oh, damn, that laser was low enough to hit it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Right. So I usually do this tool with my students who move too close in neutral. Right. We haven't gotten to that part of our lesson with you, which is how far away you should stand in neutral too much.
Okay.
But when you move in dash dance, right, you want to be able to have finite limits, right? Kind of like how when I was back gearing you, you're getting too close, right? It's the same lesson with that laser, right? You're shooting the laser too close, right? Same goes with your movement in neutral. You can choose to never go past that range if you want.
Okay. Yeah,
sense?
that makes sense.
Right? So
Yep.
this
And then
is
just knowing when to not fire. Yeah.
yeah, and this is just good visual or instant feedback for you to understand when you're moving too quickly, right?
Yep. Okay. And then I can practice getting closer and closer to it without actually doing it. I keep shooting him on accident.
That's okay.
Yeah.
You want to try to cut out the lasers that are a little too low, right? That are not getting anything out. The ones that are low enough to set off the mine, that's actually sick. Those are actually good.
Yeah. Okay. Because then you could get like a crouching opponent or like a.
Puff, or yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I see.
Right.
So just like playing around with that.
Yep, and understanding your
Sorry.
dash distance and understanding movement,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
Right, especially with that dash dance timing. And then you can also do stuff like put a mine behind you, so you have a limited amount of range to dash dance.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, that's good practice.
Okay. And I'll show you one more exercise for you. Okay. Actually, this is a good one. Set me to CPU stand. Remember those down air shines?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you just start doing the down air shines here? Right. And the combo counter is going to tell you when you mess up your combo.
Okay. Okay, so it's gonna start.
Right, that was an up tilt or a tech chase.
Okay, yeah.
Not bad. right? And you want to just make sure that each time you hit the bot, you inflict literally as much damage as you can in a true combo fashion. Right? So right there you did a full hop. Right?
Okay.
Make sure in between what you do, you understand what you're doing wrong. Right? You want to make sure you're not practicing so fast that you're getting lazy about it.
Sure.
Right? So right there, this up tilt will never connect.
Okay.
Right? Because it's used too high percent. So do you know what you're doing wrong?
He's going right above me, and then I'm just kind of short hopping, and I don't really have any to hit him.
Yeah, so what you need to do is wave dash down or forward and wait for him to fall a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I see.
You know, you need to make sure that downer's on the way down. Right,
Yeah,
so
that's my first instinct is to jump right after it. So.
don't, yeah, you can wait. You can wait. He's in hit stun.
Let's see.
No, don't do that.
Yeah.
Let me show you the combo.
Yeah.
You need to
How do I
finish.
get it? Human
No, finish.
or finish? Okay.
And then press B
Training mode.
or back.
Yeah.
Training mode. Go.
Okay, so you kind of meet him halfway when he's down. Okay.
Alright, one more time. And then I'm going to show you the next exercise. The advanced version of this is you turn him to evade. Right. My combo there is pretty bad.
Right.
I
No,
don't
that
want you
makes
to,
sense.
I don't want you to watch it too much because that was actually kind of bad.
Training mode.
You want to watch other Falcos do the combo, right? And you want to make sure you're mimicking them in between, because right now your down air form is very good, but what you're doing in between is not very good.
Okay.
Right, the shine into the follow ups and your percent knowledge. Right, so for me that just says that you need to pay attention a lot more to what's actually happening when they combo people, right?
Right.
Start. I'm gonna play again with you. This time we're gonna play 20xx. Alright, I sent you Discord for the. There you go.
Okay. Yep, I'm on.
And then I gotta turn off the game music immediately.
Why is it too loud, or is it?
I have it off on default for
Oh, for the non-20xx.
yeah. So in 20xx, go to one player mode, go to event
Okay.
match, and then I want you to press A on Barrel Buster. Okay, go ahead and pick Falco. Go ahead, press start. So 4 barrels are gonna spawn on battlefield. When you destroy a barrel, another one will spawn. Okay.
Okay.
So I want you to go for a high score. You're gonna notice that your percent will increase, right, as you break barrels. Right. So go ahead and just break barrels as fast as you can. You're gonna notice that some of your attacks don't break them in one hit, and your strong attacks do. Okay. So right now you're still doing a lot of rising down here. You want to make sure you're doing your aerials low to the ground, right? So they have better frame data. You want to fast fall your
Okay.
aerials.
Yeah, there's a bad lag spike right now. Okay.
There you go. So you want to be able to move around battlefield and do all of your strong attacks as quickly as you can, right? Make sure
Okay, that
you're
makes-
you're dashing after these aerials and you're L canceling all that, right? This will help you move from your attack to attack, right? Because right now your combo game is a little weak because you're not moving from attack to attack. Right, you kind of feel that pressure now to move quick, right?
Yeah.
And now, are you kind of understanding like when you miss dash or when you miss fast falls?
Right. Yeah. Okay. This will be good.
Okay, so the first way to practice this is just with high score. With Falco, I recommend you hit 180.
Okay. 180.
Yeah, right now, just on your first time, you're probably only going to hit 100.
Yeah.
Okay. There's another way to use this practice mode, which is you only stick to one type of attack or one type of movement, right? So, like, for instance, shield stopping, right?
Okay.
Are you good at shield stopping?
That's when you... Is that when you... Like that?
So, let me show you on my end how you can use this in a more advanced way, right? Because you did it just for high score initially, right?
Okay, so you're doing the shield stopping and then an aerial right afterwards.
Right? And then you could do only double jump aerial.
Okay.
Right?
Oh,
And
that's
there's different ways to kind of do this, right? Only staying on the not jumping onto platforms or not, right?
Okay, so using like up airs and other moves. Yeah.
Right? So now you can get better at just up airing the opponents when they go onto platforms. Right?
Okay.
Shield drop only, right? Only F smashes, only up tilts, right? There's a lot of ways to use this exercise to help you manipulate moving your character quickly and attacking quickly.
Is that a real event or is that made for 20XX?
It was made for 20XX.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why we have to go into 20XX to play it.
Cool.
Alright, so we talked about a lot of topics. It was planning your neutral, attacking from too far, down air follow-ups, dash dancing, and wave dashing. We mostly learned like the basics on that one. Acting ASAP out of your dash and wave dash, right? And then your drift distance with stuff like your lasers and your aerials, right? You want to be conscious of your drift distance.
Okay.
We talked about those two practice modes where you want to get those good combos, right? And make sure this week on YouTube you copy how they're doing the combo.
Right.
Right. Make sure you're doing the combo the way they're doing it.
Okay.
And then you have the mine, right? The motion sensor mine to help you move around in neutral, and you have the barrel buster to help you attack in neutral.
Cool.
All right, that's the lesson, man.
All right. Awesome.